Oh, it's a podcast now.
There you go. Oh,
That would have broke your table if that fell over.
look at that monster.
You got a dick thick book.
And this is the complete and uncut dick.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Oh,
You get that smegma between the pages.
I started having dreams 2 years before the plague ever fell. I've always dreamed, and sometimes my dreams have come true. That's 513 pages in.
That's right, North Carolina. Or North California.
You take me to Missouri? Or are you still from Missouri?
I think one of those Zombieland movies took that from this, where they call him East Texas. He just calls them East Texas, the entire thing.
Oh, probably.
And they call him Memphis and stuff in that movie.
But I would say I've never seen this before. You've seen it multiple times. I've never watched this before. I've never watched this. I've seen pieces of it. I just never sat down to watch the whole thing ever. And I really like it. It's very good. It's very well done.
People trash this and call it garbage. And I'm like, it's fucking awesome.
That's very well done for 1990, what, 3 or 2 or 94? Yeah.
Made probably, throughout 93, 94. And
yeah.
Got a good cast.
The cast is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, the cast is really something kind of to be like in awe of. This in comparing it to the new one, fuck the new one. I mean, what a shitty cast the new one has. I mean, this one has Rob Lowe as a deaf mute.
Okay, let's start there.
We'll get into the show.
Well, no, let's talk about the cast because it is interesting because obviously Gary Sinise is the lead.
Yes.
And he's really low key.
Yep.
Gets a chance to like kind of scream at some people and hold some people against the wall.
Yes, he does.
But why in the world would they cast Rob Lowe, one of the most handsome men, and then like you're gonna be a deaf mute? You're barely gonna speak. Only in the dream sequences do you speak. And
he's in it a lot, though. He's like I would say he's been it more than Gary Sinise so far.
Not in the future episodes, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Gary's the lead. Gary's the main character.
Right. Yeah.
And then they got Molly Ringwald. We got
Molly Ringwald. That's the one that's kind of I don't know why they cast her in this part. Kind of an odd choice.
But this I mean, one of them's not in it yet, but this movie started my love for two actors, Matt Frewer. How are you say his name?
Yeah.
Matt Frewer and Miguel Ferrer.
Yeah.
However you say his name.
And Miguel Ferrer is in the second one. He shows up in the second part, right?
Matt Frewer does.
Yeah. And Miguel Ferrer, I think. Is he in the second?
Miguel is in this one. He's the one that does the liquor store robbery.
Yeah, it's the first episode? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the first part? Okay.
Yeah. So welcome to the podcast. This is so unscheduled. Like we didn't plan anything out. I just wanted to talk about The Stand with somebody.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you hadn't seen this.
No, I've never seen it.
So this is episode 1 of the podcast / live show. This is 1994, part 1, The Plague. It's an hour and a half. It debuted on CBS way fucking back in the day. And they spent some fucking money on this thing, like way too much.
$28 million was the budget, according to IMDb.
And they said they didn't get their money back.
I could believe that.
Yeah. But hey, it looks awesome, especially considering it's a TV movie.
Yeah.
And how much they did.
Well, the first 5 minutes of the show, the way it opens is, I think, pitch perfect. I really think that's about as good as you're going to get with the opening of The Stand. I think it does it right on. It's scary. It's frightening. It's the guy sees the shit and he goes, "I'm fucking out of here. I'm gone." Takes his family and gets out. And he's the guy outside of the military base. Yeah, because he sees it on he sees it on the security cameras. And he said, "Close the gate. Something's got out. Close the gate." And he goes, "Fuck this!" And he just gets his family. Though I did love the fact that he had an Elvis vinyl print in his house, a huge vinyl poster.
He's got some velvet Elvises.
velvet Elvis poster right next to the Last Supper velvet painting. And I was like, "Oh my god, that's so Stephen King right there."
He's got a rumpus room with some dogs playing poker in velvet.
Absolutely. But that's another good character actor that's in the movie for like 5 minutes and dies because he gets the disease.
His death speech is awesome. Everyone in their performances, with the exception of Molly Ringwald,
well, they're good actors.
They're really fucking good.
Actually good. Like they cast actors who work today, like that are good actors that show up and stuff. You're like, oh, that guy. Like this is like a cavalcade of character actors, really good ones too.
Yeah. I forget what her, and then they also cast Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But
which is very stupid and weird. And I'm glad he dies quickly and he's taken off the movie quickly.
Yeah,
I do not care for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I don't know why he's in this.
He talks too much and he's just annoying in real life. And I'm just like, dude, you play basketball. Shut up. You fought Bruce Lee. Shut up. Like that should be your legacy. Stop talking. Go away.
He's the guy in an airplane that goes.
Yeah.
Whenever he's holding that little kid.
Yeah.
I'm
anyway. Working off my buns every night, running down the court.
Yeah, the intro to this is awesome. I fucking love this intro. It's just the way it's shot, because like he leaves, you see him blow past the gate.
Yeah.
He takes his family, gets the fuck out of there. We slowly go into this booth and we go to the monitors and we see them all like dead. And then it cuts to inside the actual facility, and you see like dead bodies fucking everywhere. Like nobody survived this thing.
Yeah.
And it's just piles of bodies. And let me ask this, because when I watched this first episode, all I can think about is this is what Robert Kirkman was watching when he came up with the idea for Walking Dead, because there's so many similarities.
Well, I would say that's the Frank Darabont effect. Frank Darabont must be. I mean, I assume he's friends with Mick Garris because of the closeness of Stephen King. I'm sure they're all kind of chummy buddies. But yeah, Frank Darabont's take in the Walking Dead, the pilot, is just like the opening of this miniseries. Yeah, very similar.
Especially because later on in the episode, which we'll get to, but Gary Sinise gets out of that facility in Vermont, and it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
He's just like, what the fuck happened down here?
It's even to the point where on the building it says all dead inside.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing that's in zombie, what do you call it?
Walking Dead. Inside.
Yeah, dead inside, all dead inside. So it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So the outbreak happens in California. The driver, the guard who left with his family, drives all the way to Arnett, Texas, where Gary Sinise is working at a gas station, and they're sitting there watching, and he sees him come tearing around the corner.
And it shows how smart Sinise is, because the first thing he says is, you better turn off the pumps.
He's like on it.
On it. Yeah. He sees it coming a mile away. He doesn't hesitate. So he's the only one that's like on top of everything.
The rest of them are like, they might as well have a fucking reed in their mouth.
Pretty much.
Like they're backwoods.
You see that, Joe?
Country doesn't mean slow.
It's
like that.
Well, yeah, because Gary Sinise is the only one that doesn't get sick, and I would say the whole state of Texas probably.
Yeah, because that guy, the guard, gets out and he falls out of the car after he crashes into the pumps, and then Gary Sinise is holding him.
Yeah,
and then he's like, "How are my wife and kids?" And the guys are just like,
"Yeah,
don't tell him about the wife and kid."
Ooh,
I have some bad news for your friend.
Well, for you, slide down and you take a nap, you'll be all right. And you're dead.
And then he does a speech about how he's seeing a dude following him. He's always in his rearview mirror.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the setup for the Randall Flagg character, which we don't really know who he is yet.
No. He shows up because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar tells you he's coming.
Yeah.
The dog man's coming!
And his Monty Python
yes,
Holy Grail reference. Yeah. Bring out your dad.
Yeah, well.
Get the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
that's a historical reference, but Monty Python used it. Yes.
Yeah. No, in the same they do it in the exact same cadence they do in Monty Python.
Do you think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar read the script like, that's like Monty Python?
I doubt he knew what Monty Python was.
Probably not.
Well, maybe if he's in Zucker Brothers movies, maybe he researched some comedies. Okay, so that guy dies. The next day, we're still in Texas, and then I'm just going to go through the Texas storyline because I don't want to go back and forth.
Well, it's pretty quick. It's not not much happens there.
Yeah, the next day, one of their cousins, Bubba. No, it was what's his name?
Oh, I can't remember the names. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, he plays himself, the cop. Why can't I think of his name right now? Joe Bob.
Oh, Joe Bob. Yeah, Joe Bob Briggs. That's right.
Joe Bob Briggs.
Yeah.
They go, your cousin Joe Bob's here, and I'm like, oh, this would be so much fun if this is Joe. It is Joe Bob Briggs. Awesome.
Yeah.
But, he tells them that the army's, they're everyone around town is getting sick, and that he hears that they're gonna come in and quarantine people. He's leaving. He sees all the Jeep Humvees, and he starts coughing on the radio. And basically, if everyone would have followed protocol and not lied or fled, it would have been fine, because everything was quarantined, but he leaves and says he wasn't there at the gas station. Says he's out by Arkansas all day, and so he basically leaves and kills everybody after that.
No, but he's it's already in New York City by the time before this even happens, because people in New York are coughing. People, like, there's even said that the guy calls the one character I don't really care for at all, the singer. What's his name? Leonard Cohen, or it's not Leonard Cohen, but it's
Larry Underwood.
Larry Underwood, which I feel like I think it's a black guy in the new one. Yeah. It should have been a black guy in this one. I think it would be more interesting. It would make more sense, especially when the mother says, "You sound black, son."
I think the only black people are Ozzie Davis and Mother Abigail.
That's it. Yeah, but they're husband and wife. Ruby Dee and Ozzie Davis are husband and wife, and they're both dead now, so they're dead husband and wife. But
I think they're the only two black people in this entire thing.
They might be.
Well, there's the one rat face or whatever the hell his name is.
Well, yeah, he's Willie from Ghost. He's the bad guy on Ghost, and he died. Shit, he was dead probably right after that, before it aired, because he died of AIDS. He looks sick right there. So
right after this,
I thought he was going to be a bigger part, but he doesn't come back, does he?
Yeah, he's in the. He eventually works for Randall Flagg in Vegas.
Oh, okay, so he's in. Okay, I was going to say. I was going to hope. I was like, oh shit, he's not. I hope he's in it more, because I like that guy. He's a good character actor. He's a good villain. So he's a slimy, evil guy.
I love it.
Carlito's Way. He was good in Carlito's Way.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, look underneath, eh? There's beer in there, cold beer.
But Larry Underwood bumps into him. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, Rat Man, I'll forgive you. It was one time. Okay, Rat Man.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with the guy who calls himself Rat Man.
Leave the Bronx. Ah.
Yeah. So the army comes in. Basically, they grab everybody who was there. They quarantine off the whole town. They're picking up people who are at the actual gas station. They go and find him, Gary Sinise. They pull him in the truck. They're beating the shit out of the neighbors. This part reminds me of Fear the Walking Dead opening, because that first season is about this.
I never watched that show.
Fear the Walking Dead is way better.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, they take him. They're taking him to a facility in Vermont, which to me sounds like, we're talking about Escape the Bronx.
That's a long drive.
They're just killing people.
Yeah.
I assume they're flying them there.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they are flying them there.
Yeah.
But still, that's pretty far away. Vermont.
That's where they got the facility.
I guess.
Yeah.
Is that where the facility was in Walking Dead? They had to go to Vermont. No, it wasn't, because it was in Atlanta. Yeah. It was all in that shit state.
They were at the CDC area.
That's right. Yeah. I don't want to keep comparing this to Walking Dead, but it's kind of hard not to.
It's hard not to when you watch it.
Because it's very similar, especially the first one. But
I dare say this looks better than the Walking Dead show.
I would agree.
When they're spending money on the Walking Dead too, it's like how is something from '94 that made for TV look better than?
Well, again, I think it's the Mick Garris knows how to shoot a show, how to make it cinematic.
Yeah,
and I think this was a big deal when this first came out, because Stephen King wrote the teleplay for the show, for the series.
Yeah.
Which is probably why it works better, because he knows the story so well. He knew how to condense it. And by this point, I think they were condensing it for like the last 5 years, because George Romero was supposed to do a feature film version. And Stephen King was writing the script with George Romero and some other writer. So they were trying to break it down to a 2-hour movie, and it just couldn't be done. And they couldn't figure out how to do it. So that's why you have, and then they just decided, let's make it a miniseries, which made no money.
But I personally gave this movie a lot of money, because I would have rented the 4-pack VHS tape.
Yeah.
It was literally 4 clamshells.
Oh my God.
Little taped together.
Jesus.
It weighed 20 pounds. It was a book. And I rented that thing all the fucking time. Like 12, 15 times probably.
Should have just taped it off of ABC if they ever re-aired it.
Well, eventually I got one of those head-to-heads. Copy. But
thank God for Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Now it's on Blu-ray. I think it's on Blu-ray. I think they re-released it.
Yeah,
it's on Blu-ray now. Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
I might have to buy it.
I meant to bring it. Only $10.
Yeah. Well, what's the special features? Are there any good, or
there's none?
There's none. Oh, there you go.
No,
Bare bones.
Blu-ray. You know,
Yeah.
it looks great until they do the special effects. And
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Even in this one, the special effects are, but I get it. It's 1994. What do you want?
Yeah, they look better than they should, but they, now you're looking at it like with the fires when they show there's a couple shots. The first time they show Times Square, that's when you see the bell.
Well, no.
Yeah.
The thing with Times Square, which made me laugh, you could tell because the way the camera was positioned, because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is like 10 feet tall, they tilt up. So they're up, walking down the street of. That's really central. What do you call it? Oh shit! Why am I blanking on the name?
Central Park.
Central Park. No, but fuck. Why am I blanking on the name? I just said it. Times Square. Duh. Times Square, and you can tell because they stole shots because the camera's tilted like that is up with Kareem kind of bouncing, saying, "Bring out your dead."
Yeah.
But you see nobody walking around beneath him because there's probably tourists everywhere, and it's during the day. And it was them saying, you know what, we got to get this shot and go because, shit, we got to go. $28 million we're spending here.
We got Kareem for the next 26 minutes. Let's get a
That's
fucking
it.
shot. That's it.
We got to have him have a heart attack. Randall Flagg's going to give him a heart attack, kill him, and then that's it.
But then when everything goes to hell and they're showing like machine gun fire down, where they show a wide shot of it.
It's on fire. Yeah, it's really bad.
And it's on fire, and there's a little you could tell they just filmed a fire and then superimposed it onto the frame.
Yeah, it's very early. It's like cut and paste. Yeah,
you can always tell when it's a little flame because it's going way too quick. It's like a big fire doesn't do this.
Yeah,
a big fire like roars and sways.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, but it was adorable.
It's adorable. Yeah, I think that's the key word, adorable. And it's exactly how people would act right now. If it like COVID-19 got any worse, it'd be like that. Because I like what they said. The guy's wearing a mask. The newscaster's talking to the guy with the mask. And she goes, well, does this make you feel better? And he goes, well, it doesn't do anything, but it makes me feel better. Yeah. It's like, well, yeah, very good. That's exactly true. And masks don't do shit.
And then she makes fun of it on camera.
Yeah.
But the reason I got this on Blu-ray is because of COVID. Because suddenly Walmart started carrying this.
Oh, shit.
And I was walking down Walmart. I'm like, checking out movies, which I never do. And I'm like, oh, hey. Oh, shit. And I had to fucking buy it.
You had to, yeah. So you're responsible for about 35% of its budget reclamation.
Pretty much.
That's just the way it works.
Yeah. Well, this is the last time I'm buying it.
Says you.
Well, if they go to 4K, I'm not going to buy that. Why would I?
No, why not? There's no point. I don't understand 4K either. It's kind of stupid. If I get on Blu-ray, I'm done. Like I don't. What do I care if it's cleaner? Like that's as clean as. I don't want it to be any cleaner than that because then it looks weird.
Yeah, certain movies you want 4K, but not a shot on film
TV miniseries.
Yeah, we're just make the special effects look even worse.
Yeah,
it's all it can do.
But I did like the Randall Flagg when they're having the dream sequence and Randall Flagg's got the red eyes. He goes, "Bah!" in the cornfield.
In the cornfield.
That was funny.
He looks like Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, but really cheap. Really
cheap.
Yeah. Ah!
You say that, but did you look up how much that cornfield cost them?
I saw that. Yeah, they had it was what $80,000, $8,000 a stock or something like that.
It was insane how much that cost them. That cost them a ton of money, but they throughout the series they're there enough where it warrants it. I guess
it looks like a set. It does look like a set.
That's kind of the charm I find in that. Is it? Like but it looks otherworldly, which is what they're going for.
But that's what it works. Yeah, that's why it works. Yeah,
because when they actually arrive there later, it's an actual house out in Nebraska.
Yeah.
So, but in the dream sequences, they had to do it that way because it looks like a dream sequence.
I tell you, Ruby D making that fried chicken made me hungry.
Oh yeah.
That was some good food she was making. I was like, oh, man, that looks good.
I got hungry. I want to play the guitar.
Oh, yeah. But, okay, so we got to talk about the elephant in the room, which is the big dummy retard.
He's not in there yet.
Is that the second episode?
Yeah, he's in part 2.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, because then that gets into that shit is funny.
You leave Patrick Starr alone.
That's right. Yeah, Patrick Starr. He's good.
You know how
coach.
I found out today he plays Patrick Starr, and I was like,
you didn't know that?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, he's a fucking multimillionaire because of that show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's probably happy as shit.
been on for 22 years. That show.
Wow. He outlived the creator, for Christ's sake. That poor bastard. I mean, died of fucking cancer, of bone cancer. How sad is that?
Damn. Bone cancer sounds like a cancer that someone made up, but it just sounds like nose cancer. So like
nose cancer.
I got hair cancer.
So did Molly Ringwald? She's in the first part, right?
Yeah.
With Parker Lewis Can't Lose?
Yeah, that's what I was going to go through in order here. So we got that.
Okay.
And then we have New York. Larry Underwood is driving a convertible.
Yes.
Playing a song on the radio. Jeff Goldblum is a radio DJ for some reason. And Larry Underwood arrives at his mom's house, goes inside. You can tell he's an asshole, and he's really reckless and irresponsible because she's like, "What the fuck do you want?" And he's like, "Nothing, Ma. I just want to see my mom." And he gets inside and immediately confesses that he's in under 40 grand to some loan sharks.
I thought it was 4. I thought you said 4,000.
No, he said 40.
Did you say 40? Because I thought I heard 4. I said, no. Well, that's it? That's not that bad.
She goes, I saw the car. How much are you actually in the debt for? And he's like 40, around 40.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He goes, no, it's nothing. It's pennies compared to what I'll make because the record's, hasn't even cracked the top, Billboard top, blah, blah, blah.
Well, he's not wrong.
Yeah. Well, he's like, I'm not going to let him make me a one-hit wonder. I'm like, you think any one-hit wonder just lets the record label make him a one-hit wonder? It's not really up to you.
It depends on who you are.
Yeah. Who you are and if you actually have talent.
But all I want is one hit. That's it. I'm done.
He doesn't want to be a one-hit wonder, but yet his license plate is the name of his one hit.
There you go.
Yeah, I forget what the song was called, but it says that.
It's something stupid. I know it's written by Stephen King and some other guy. Oh, really? They wrote the actual song. Yeah, it's like "Come Get Your Man" or "Lover Man" or something stupid. Yeah.
But I love the fact that Stephen King wrote the teleplay. Mick Garris directed. They later recollected 3 years later for The Shining.
The Shining.
And that's fucking garbage.
Well, to the credit, it's based on the book. So I think that's why you can't, because The Shining with Kubrick is his own version.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you should do if you want to adapt anything, make it your version. Because you're adapting someone else's work, make it yours. Yeah. I think that's the point. You paid for it, make it yours. Because it's not like they can't just do the same, they can't do it down the road, the same story. Again, I mean, why not? They do fucking that all the time now anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But, I don't know. I didn't hate The Shining. I haven't seen it since it came on, so I don't remember it. So
I just watched it, 2 years ago because I was going through Stephen King stuff.
Yeah.
And I also watched The Golden Years. That is unwatchable.
Golden Years is fucking terrible.
Unwatchable.
Golden Years is boring. Golden Years is fucking boring. Oh, my God. But that movie sucks.
Yeah, the Shining 97 one is just odd. I don't know why they made choices that they did. Like the hedges moving. I'm like,
well, it's in the book. That's all.
I get it. Doesn't make it any less odd.
Well, it is exactly the book. This is what I remember.
Just no.
Yeah, so that's the difference. And even the ending, it's all the book. It's all from the book.
Everyone that was on the show Wings is in a Stephen King project at some point.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think even Roy was.
Because what was the guy that won was nominated for an Oscar for Sideways? What's his name? Thomas Hayden Church.
Yeah, Thomas Hayden Church.
Was he in a Stephen King movie?
Lovell. Maybe. Is he in
I know he's in Demon Knight. That's close.
I feel like he's in Dreamcatcher or something.
Probably. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
So that's New York where Larry Underwood is. Then we got Maine, which shows Franny Goldsmith, which is Molly Ringwald's character. She's Franny bad. He's out gardening, and then fucking Parker Lewis apparently can lose because he comes up and he hands her a poem, as he says.
Hey.
Yeah, he's got like the
bad pimples, yeah, real bad acne, fake acne makeup, which is so goofy.
Yeah,
which is that his choice? Or you think Mick Garris did that?
I'm guessing that's in the book.
Maybe, yeah.
It would have to be because it's Stephen King wrote the teleplay. So
hold on, give me 7 hours to find it in here.
Let's not care about that. The ships were so red. They were the red that you find in a cherry.
Oh my God! It's all in there. Franny and Peter.
Yeah, he's trying to bang her. She tells him to go find someone his own age, and she's going to an REM concert tonight.
Yeah, that made me laugh.
Tells him to fuck off, basically.
So how old is she?
she seems like she's an adult. It seems like, because he asked her about the boyfriend she was seeing, and she says they're no longer seeing each other. So it seems like he's a little bit, because he's 75. Why the fuck is her dad so old? They got the doctor from Scrubs.
The doctor from Scrubs.
Yeah. I don't know why he's her dad when he's 3 times her age. It's bizarre, but
yeah,
the mom's dead. None of this matters. I'm just saying. So that's all I need to say about Ming. He walks away all defeated in his tracksuit.
Yeah, she's in a tracksuit, which is even more funny.
His little walk.
I give him all the credit in the world. He does a good job playing a kind of dorky, doofy guy.
All of his stuff.
It's awkward.
He is my least favorite part of this entire miniseries. Anything where they show his character, Harold, I just don't like. It's like
he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
He's just there.
What's that character on Twin Peaks that leaves on a Harley and he leaves town and
I haven't watched Twin Peaks either.
Oh, okay.
I need to watch Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks is good.
It's on my to-do list.
But it was like after David Lynch left, they had nothing to do with that character. It's another kid. It's not Bobby. It's the other kid. He leaves on a Harley, and you're just sitting there watching, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And that's what I feel like when I watch Harold's character. I'm like,
right. Well, does he become anything as the movie progresses?
Yeah, or? He changes the most.
Is he? Because I know he becomes a bad guy, but then he becomes a good. He kind of redeems himself.
No,
kind of.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we go to Arkansas, and then we have this is when we see Rob Lowe. He's walking down a dark street, and then some hicks come out of the woods, and they're fucking in the woods or what they're doing, but they're apparently just waiting there for people to walk down this road because they're like, "Hey, you'll answer me next time I yell at you." And then
hey, fucking mutie.
Yeah, they don't call him a mutie yet. I don't think
they don't know. They don't know he's deaf and dumb. Yeah.
So why are they kicking his ass?
I don't know. They're just assholes. He's just walking. And is he from there? Is he just like is he like Sly Stallone in First Blood? He's just going from town to town?
My war's not with you. I don't know why the fuck he's there.
He lost his hearing in his speech in the Gulf War.
He's from Nebraska. I was reading on some wiki page.
Okay.
I don't know why he's in Arkansas walking through random dark streets, but
yeah.
Didn't it feel like they were going to rape him?
Well, yeah, Rob Lowe's the oddest character in this movie, in this show so far. He's just so out of place. It's a weird choice having a character that's deaf and dumb, and it's Rob Lowe, which is even weirder.
Yeah,
and then we'll get to the retard next time because there's a big dummy retard that teams up with, and they even call him a dummy retard. So it's not even me. I'm quoting the show here.
Yeah. It ends up being Nick, that guy, and Shawnee Smith.
Shawnee Smith, who's awesome.
She's
great.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun in this.
Yeah, she never ages. She has that black don't crack thing going on where she does not age. She looks the same today as she did in this. This is like 20-something years ago, 25, 30 years ago.
I was reading about Saw.
Yeah.
And they cast her, and then everyone on set just had a major crush on her after that.
Yeah. No, she's a cutie. She's there's something about her, yeah.
I remember when Armageddon came out, and there's a scene at the bar.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. And it ends up being her.
Like, it's Shawnee Smith.
I found out later that's who it was. And I was like, oh, it's the girl from the Stand. I had no idea.
The girl from everything. She's in everything. She was on Becker for 10 years, and then she keeps doing movies. Like, she never stops.
She's fun. She's fun on Becker, too.
Yeah, she's good. She's one of the better kind of character actresses out there.
Yeah, she's funny.
She's really good. And she's good in there. I can't wait to talk about her in the next because she's in part 2. She's great. She's like, she comes out of nowhere and she's just fucking nuts. She's great.
So where are you watching this? Are you watching the files I sent? Or are you watching
I'm watching the file because I thought it was for free on Amazon for a while. Now it's not anymore.
Oh, now
it's gone. Well. Yeah.
Well,
I thought maybe HBO Max had it. They don't have it.
No, I think it's off because it's on CBS All Access.
Yeah, it's on Paramount. Yeah, Paramount has it.
Yeah, Paramount Plus now. I forgot.
Which is so fucking dumb.
Yeah. But
whatever.
So that's Arkansas. Later on, when Nick gets beaten and the car almost hits him, and then he ends up in a jail cell, and there's a doctor and a sheriff.
The doctor
flirting.
The doctor is totally wanting to fuck Rob Lowe. The doctor is all over Rob Lowe. And who wouldn't be? It's Rob Lowe.
Oh, I'd fuck him.
Oh, he's a handsome man.
If Rob Lowe walked in right now, you would just watch me fuck him. You'd be like,
hey, Rob. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you win. You win, Rob. We'll do that. Yes.
Yeah.
And he looks like the singer, Tom Waits, but it's not Tom Waits, the character actor.
Yeah. And then we got not Bruce Springsteen for Larry Underwood.
Yeah. Not Bruce Springsteen. Yes.
He ends up in the jail cell, and he wakes up the next morning, and he's trying to explain to them that and the sheriff is like, "What's that?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"What's this?" You know, the I don't know sign language, obviously. So.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What's that?" Like real dumb. And the doctor's like, "He's deaf and dumb. Come on,
you stupid shit."
Yeah. And then he's like, "How am I going to find out what happened to you if you can't talk?" He's like, pulls out his pad of paper. Rob Lowe's great because he like shoves everyone to the side. He like shoves the sheriff like, "Yeah, get away."
Yeah.
He tells him what happened. Ended up being he narcs on the guy that beat him up. They bring him in. Meanwhile, Stu's in a medical testing facility in Vermont. He's getting really fed up with him. But
he's tired of working with Alf's dad.
Yeah.
The dad from Alf.
Yeah, he's getting poked and prodded, and they keep checking his blood pressure every 20 seconds.
But who's the other guy, the other evil doctor, who's a character actor? I don't know his name, but he's in a bunch of stuff.
Is that Tom Holland?
I don't know. I can't remember. But he's good. He's a great, awful, evil piece of shit doctor. A CDC doctor who's pissed off that Gary Sinise lives and everybody else dies.
Is this him?
No.
Okay. There's a lot of people, so I'm not going to sift through it all.
No, yeah. He's only in the first 2 episodes because he gets killed. Yeah. Gary Sinise shoots him when he leaves.
That's in episode 1. Yeah, he doesn't.
Oh, is it episode 1? Okay, so yeah. So he doesn't even make episode 2.
That's literally the end. Is Gary Sinise gets out and walks around?
Is that what? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we should mention while Rob Lowe was passed out after he got knocked out, he has a dream in a cornfield. And
right. The most important part of the movie of the fucking thing,
yeah,
is the dream sequence with Grandma Moses, or what is it?
Grandma Moses, Abigail.
Mother Abigail. Yeah. Whatever. Same thing. Same idea.
She tells him that there's a guy out there in the cornfield. He turns around and he sees he has his Jeepers Creepers cosplay suit on. Yep. He's like, he's got red eyes and he's all in shadows. But so they're hinting. I like that they're hinting in the first episode because it gets way more obvious in the third episode, I want to say. Maybe even the next one. Or is it in part 2 when they really start going to the Randall Flag? That might be part 3 and 4.
No, part 2, the flag has Vegas, so.
Oh, already.
They're already there. In part 2, they're there already. So,
yeah, it's so basically they're setting up. It's really just this whole thing is a stand of good against evil. That's it. That's all the whole thing's about. But I like watching the characters globetrot a little bit, they all start to converge on the.
Well, that's why this works because it's done chronologically speaking. Because the new one isn't, and that's why I'm like, ew, that's not going to work. They time jump in the new series.
No,
they start in the middle and they go backwards, which is not going to make.
Fuck.
That's why everybody on IMDb, if you read the reviews, everybody bashes it. it's got a 5.4 on IMDb, the new one. So it's shit. It's garbage.
Why?
Because they suck. They're stupid. Nobody knows how to do this anymore. Nobody knows how to tell a story right anymore.
5.5 and
yeah, 5.5. Yeah, it's not. It's
this has a 7.2.
Yeah, so there you go. That should tell you something. We're going to be. It's going to be a slog to get through the newsstand.
Man,
I'm not looking forward to watching the newsstand. Yeah, I know. That's even worse.
Hey, we have more fun when they're bad. So
this is true.
Yeah,
and even the cast isn't that. The cast is really kind of subpar too. You're just like, who?
I like how in the last 10 years, if they go, we have a Stephen King project. Get one of the Skarsgård brothers.
Yeah.
Like one of them has to be in every project for Stephen King now.
Yeah, because he's made so much money for him.
Yeah, the one is in both and he's in Castle Rock, the show.
Yeah.
And then this one, the True Blood guy, is
yeah.
I don't remember their names, so
it's Stellan and Peter. No, I'm sorry. No, Stellan's the dad. Stellan Skarsgård's the father. Peter Skarsgård and Bill Skarsgård is Pennywise. Yeah. And he's good, but I mean, Chapter 2 was a fucking disaster, a terrible movie. But
Yeah, what are you gonna do? I mean, he does a good job. That's all I can say. And he's great.
Yeah.
Castle Rock season 1. I've not
Yeah,
watched.
I need to see that. Yeah,
Season 1 is fucking awesome.
I should
Love
have
that.
bought it. I went. It was at Target. It was The Outsider and Castle Rock season 1 on this Blu-ray or DVD for like $35. I should have just bought it. I was like, you know what? I like The Outside. I love The Outsider. I haven't seen the other one, but I probably like it. I didn't do it. And I can't find it now. I don't know where it is.
It's solid. I
Probably see
won't
it on
say it's
Amazon.
amazing, but it's right up my alley, and I think
Yeah.
you'll too. So definitely check it out.
Though it's canceled. I know it's no more. The show's no more because
Yeah,
didn't
that's
quite
fine.
make it after season 2.
That's fine. Season 2 is weird because it has what's her fucking name?
Annie Wilkes
It has Annie Wilkes.
from Misery.
Yeah, so it has young
Yeah.
Annie in it, and I'm like,
That's kind of weird.
Don't do actual characters because the whole idea of the first one is Shawshank Prison is the only thing that is named, the only character, quote in quotes.
Yeah.
Everyone else is kind of like it's like a in the universe of a Stephen King book. It's not specific, and that's why I'm a little reluctant to watch season 2. But okay, we also have Arizona. We see Lloyd Henreid and his buddy. They're driving down in a convertible, and they're getting their guns out, and they're about ready to rob someplace. They pull over and they rob, of all places, Echo Cafe. I'm like, who robs a fucking cafe?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hi, what's going on?
He talks into his gun like a microphone.
Yeah, that's a very strange bit right there.
I love him. I love him so much. That's guy sad died. He's also
Miguel Ferrer is a good character actor.
He's in the newer Twin Peaks, the Showtime one.
Yeah,
he died right after. Everyone on Twin Peaks died. Right
after it was done. Yeah,
all of them. The guy from Under Siege 2, the Casey fucking Ryback, that guy died right after Twin Peaks season 3.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Oh no, Casey fucking Ryback guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
He died.
Who, by the way, the guy from Under Siege 2, who was one of the henchmen, was the guy that beat up Rob Lowe in The Stand.
Oh.
Same actor. He's always a bad guy.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
He's the one that gets stabbed in the throat by the other guy because he challenges his position of power in Under Siege 2.
Oh, in Under Siege 2. Yeah.
Where that one part goes, why are we taking orders from you? And he goes, really? And he slams the knife and goes, oh, right there. That was the same guy.
Okay.
He's in all those movies. He's always a bad guy.
I'll take a look at that.
He's good. Whatever he's in, he's always a bad man.
Under Siege 2 is also underrated.
Yes, it is. It's a great movie.
Morris Chestnut.
Yeah.
Working with a gold CD.
All I got in my pocket is your ass.
Yeah. Pulls a gun out of his kangaroo pouch sweatshirt. I think it's massive.
Because the pockets are ripped. He goes, the CD I had in my pocket. He goes, don't you fuck with me, boy. And he goes, boy. He shoots him. Under Siege 2 is awesome.
They call him Porter the whole time.
Well, he's the Porter.
I know. It's just they don't ever give him a character name as far as I know.
Nope, he's just Porter.
That's a fun movie. I want to own that one on Blu-ray. I really do.
That's worth buying, yeah.
Yeah, I used to have it. And then I get rid of all my Blu-rays. But
it happens. You want to purge here and there.
I regret.
I got Under Siege 1 on Blu-ray somewhere, but I need to get Under Siege 2.
I will not watch 1.
Under Siege 1 is good.
It's fine. I
like Under Siege 1.
I've seen it 5-6 times, but Under Siege 2 I've seen 20.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen. Yeah, Under Siege 2 is hilarious. It's a fun movie to watch.
Okay,
tits to die for.
The Stand.
Yes.
Oh, that
speaking of tits to die for, Maria Conchita Alonso.
She's not.
I'm sorry. Is she not in the first one? See, never mind.
Laura San
Giacomo, whatever.
No, she's in the second one. He meets her in your tunnel. Yeah.
She's in the second one. Okay.
No, he meets her on the bench, right? And they go in the tunnel.
Well, no, she's just there, and he sees her, and he basically picks her up, and she's like, "I gotta go there. I need help." And he goes, "Okay, come with me."
Larry. That's how she says his name every fucking time.
Well, if she had tits like that calling you Larry, you'd probably be like, "Yeah, okay, call me whatever you want."
Remember, we talked about this on a previous show. I forget what show it was, but you had to reveal that to me.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I had no idea.
Yeah, you never realized she had gigantic breasts.
Well, I know her from this and Just Shoot Me.
Just Shoot Me, yeah. She's in a lot. She's in stuff, but that's
always covered up.
Not so much, yeah. No.
So I had no idea.
But when she's not covered up, they're let loose. Watch out. It's like, holy shit.
So where the fuck? He gets arrested. Oh, okay. I was at when they're robbing the Echo.
Yes.
They go inside. His partner, Miguel Ferrer's partner,
Buddy,
immediately shoots
yeah,
a woman.
goes
So
crazy, just
that
shoots people.
that was the one shot in this entire episode. I went, oh no, that looked bad. Because he shoots and it cuts and she's like awkward and it's a weird angle.
Yeah.
On the other side of the room, like, oh, they crossed the line. Ugh.
Well, I think also because you look at Miguel Ferrer, he wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
So I think it kind of shows you his character a little bit because he's like, hey, whoa, why'd you go that far? I didn't want to go that far. And you immediately know that because Miguel Ferrer's a good actor.
He's a great actor.
You can tell right away he's just like, this is not what I thought we were going to do, but now I'm in it, so I have no choice. So he gets the machine gun and shoots the other guy.
That's his character right there for the rest of the series.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He's my favorite character in this entire thing.
No.
His character and the actor. Oh my god, I love him. And he even in the what are those called? The spoof movies. Charlie Sheen ones.
Yeah,
he's in those, and he's fucking hilarious in those.
Yeah,
when he blows his nose and so they rob the place. I had to rewind because I'm like, I was kind of working on posters like I told you when I was watching it. I've seen this 1,000 times, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch him, make sure he does shoot him. The guy pulls out a gun and shoots at his partner. Miguel Ferrer knocks him to the side. And then Miguel Ferrer unloads the machine gun on him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he did kill someone.
Yeah. No.
You can tell he really didn't want to, but he did.
Yeah.
And then the sheriff comes out and shoots his partner. And then he shoots the machine gun like click, click, click.
Yeah, it jams.
The sheriff, it made me laugh. The sheriff's like, I'm like, what are we doing? And he waits for him to slowly throw his gun.
He throws the gun out. I love that. Yeah.
And then he runs out the door.
Which is not the first time. That happens twice in this episode. Gary Sinise being faced with the crazy doctor with a gun, throws the remote control at him, and it works.
Yeah, let's go back to Gary Sinise because that's really where we'll end because
that's the end of the episode right there.
Yeah. Gary, if you want to set up the Gary Sinise stuff.
Just Gary Sinise is getting tired of being there. He knows something's off because they've told him everybody that he came in with is dead, so he's pissed off about that. And he realizes, what did you guys do? What did you guys do because you did this? I know you did. And they go, whoa. And then the doctor who's sick and dying, everybody's dead. He comes in with a gun awkwardly because he has it behind his back, and it's a gun. You can see it. And Gary Sinise is like, "What's behind your back, Doc?" And he goes, "I want to kill you." He goes, you don't deserve to live. I know so many good men that have died, and you hick, you country hick, survive this. How the hell do you survive this? We can't figure it out. Is it because of God? And like he gets pissed off, and they have and then Sinise goes, "Look over there!" And he throws the remote control.
Oh, he turns on the TV.
He turns on the TV, yeah. And he throws the remote. But hey, give it to this doctor who's dying. Who's sick, dying, he still beats the shit out of Gary Sinise.
Yeah.
And they're fighting each other.
I like it when Gary just bumps him.
Yeah.
And then he falls down, hits his head.
Yeah, hits his head. He's knocked out. He grabs the gun.
Gary goes to leave.
Yeah.
And he tackles him from behind. And they fight.
He comes from, he finally just shoots him 4 times. He goes, oh, and he dies. And then he sees Alf's dad dead on the console.
Oh, yeah.
And then he just leaves, gets out, and he's running. And that's actually a great sequence, which is very Walking Dead, is Gary Sinise running in the hospital, and everybody's dead. And he falls down. It's almost the same, almost shot for shot, that Walking Dead episode.
Yeah. When I watched that first Walking Dead episode, I was like, this is The Stand.
Yeah, very similar.
I had to get it on my brain because I'm like, this is going to ruin the show for me. So
very similar, yeah.
Even like later on when they get together in groups.
Yeah.
And especially in that scene in the second episode where Larry and what's her name go through the tunnel, through the Jersey.
Yeah.
That is Walking Dead. It is insane how similar it is. But yeah, Gary Sinise gets out. He has the dream at one point, and it's like, come find me. And basically, so people are starting to see Mother Abigail and Randall Flagg. That's all it's setting up in the end of that first one.
Yeah. So they're all going their different paths and Las Vegas is essentially the hell on earth.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
In the first episode, they don't talk about Vegas at all.
No. Well, they don't even talk about it, period. It just shows up. It's just there.
Yeah. But 2 more things we need to talk about. First one is Nick, the character Nick, which is Rob Lowe. He's sitting there. He's the one that walks out and sees he walks out and sees the doctor dead. But while he's in the cell, he's tending to the prisoners, the guys that beat up. and they're sitting there spitting at him and stuff. And the doctor comes in, and the doctor's like, "Well, the sheriff's dead. His wife's dead. They're all dead.
Yeah.
I'm going to my cabin. You want to come with me?"
You want to come with me?
He offers to have him tag along like 7 times because it's Rob fucking Lowe.
He does.
Rob Lowe.
I mean, I got plenty of room in my cabin out in the forest. You got to wear clothes.
Nobody will hear you scream.
There's a river. It's cold. It's cool. It'd be nice to see you swim in it with no clothes on.
Maybe just like wring your shirt out.
Or maybe we just wear a white shirt and just and your white underwear. That'd be neat. Cotton underwear. I'm interested in that.
That's what I'll be wearing anyway.
That's what I'm wearing. You can do what you want. It's fine.
It'd be cool. I mean, matching outfits is always fun, right?
There's only one bed in the whole place, so if you want it, you can have it. It's fine.
The floor is terrible.
The couch. There's no couch. I don't have a couch.
If you want to put me on the floor and have a bad back, just know that it's gonna hurt.
I have a swing, but that's for something else. But that's later.
You can only be in that swing a couple hours at a time. You can't sleep in it.
I got a trunk. I have a trunk that I sleep in a leather suit. I have a leather outfit I put on. I sleep in a trunk.
But if you don't want to come, that's fine. But you totally should.
Yeah, you should because you'll be safe.
We're
the only 2 healthy people left in this town. You and I.
I love the fact that the doctor seems fine.
Yeah, and he's dead.
Yeah. Nick lets the prisoners out and he holds a gun to him and he makes them leave.
Yeah.
And then Nick walks outside and sees the doctor immediately dead right outside.
He's dead in his car. He looks like he's been there it's like he's been there for 6 weeks. He's been dead in his car. And that virus acts fast. Captain Trips is no joke.
Yeah. He's like perfectly fine. Now he's dead from the disease, the virus, and in 30 seconds. He couldn't even get the key in the ignition.
Nope.
And then the bully dude attacks Nick. He has to shoot him in the stomach. Classic shit.
Yeah. And then Rob Lowe goes off, and he's off, and pretty much that's it. It's basically the setup of it. It's really well done. It's a good first episode. Sets everybody up pretty well. You know what's happening. You know what's coming, and you want more. So it leaves you wanting more, and it's very well done. Yeah.
I only have one more thing I want to bring up because we're not going to get a chance later because he's dead. Ed Harris.
Yes.
In this fucking thing.
Yes.
So he's great in Needful Things. Another Stephen King.
Yeah. Another underrated Stephen King movie is Needful Things.
And we got Kathy Bates.
Yep.
Stephen King alum. So
yep.
We got a couple and they're both uncredited. They did it uncredited.
Yeah.
So, but Ed Harris's role is like he's a commander of some military thing, and he's going public and saying, the virus isn't real. It's not real. It's not real. And then later he gets all guilty and blows his brains out, and it says guilty on his shirt. He put a little note.
Now, do you think that other military guy where they were homo? Because he comes in crying and he's like hugging him, like he's holding. Like there's something going on there. I don't know if that was like the actor's choice and Ed Harris, because Ed Harris wouldn't be into that. I think Ed Harris is like really kind of like king of the homophobes. I think Ed Harris would be the kind of guy who goes, "Don't you fucking touch me. Don't you? I ain't doing that shit." I feel like that's what Ed Harris would do. I could be wrong.
It seemed like it.
I'm sure I'm reading too much into it. I'm just being funny.
No, there is some weird emotion going on there.
He's like, he lost his lover. It's like he's holding him and he's cradling him. And why'd you do it? Why did you do it?
Yeah. Everyone's parents die in this because Molly Ringwald's dad is dying.
Yep.
Larry Underwood's mom dies.
Yep.
But while her dad is dying, Molly Ringwald's dad is dying, you hear Kathy Bates on the radio, and she's telling the truth and that sort of thing, the shock jock. But I'm telling the truth. They're out there and they're coming after you. And then the military comes in and shoots her.
Yep.
My only problem was that that was after Ed Harris had already blown his brains out, and I'm like, that would have been more effective before.
Yeah.
It would have been like he was stopping him.
And also, the failing point of that scene is Molly Ringwald's reaction. She's so bad.
Is this real?
She is over the top. She's like, "Oh my God, what am I doing?" It's like, okay, you should have been a little bit.
In reality, you're like, "Oh, this is fucked up." Like, oh my God, I don't want to hear her die. Oh, come on.
Because at first she goes, "Is this a joke? This is a joke. Like, this isn't real." But then she gets like, it's just like, no, you wouldn't react like that. She's not that good of an actor to be,
And Dr. Kelso's dying in bed, and he goes, and that's all he does is raises his back. Huh?
I can't believe this. I can't believe it.
And that's all he does.
And then she puts him in a canvas bag and buries him in the yard.
Yeah, well, that's part two. That's part.
Yeah, it's in the second. which is another again Molly Ringwald. Not a good actress. She's kind of playing. Oh, he's dead. Okay. She doesn't have any real. Like, I guess she's distraught and she's kind of removed from the situation. But put in some effort, dear. I mean, come on.
There's definitely some faults in that.
Yeah, Molly Ringwald, the oddest casting choice of the show. I think that's the one. That's the one star takeaway that I have to have for this episode.
Do you want to rate the episodes?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think we should. I mean, we can. But now that I saw part 2 already. I kind of can't remember what happens in part 2.
That's
but
fine.
no, we can do that. We can rate the episode.
8.
Yeah. I give it an 8. Yeah.
Solid. It has a 7.6 on IMDb.
Yeah, I would say 8 is right. Yeah.
8's good.
I would say 8 out of 10. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's the opening alone is a 10.
Yeah.
And then there's some lot. Basically, this whole thing. I can't believe they introduced this many characters, and we still have half of the cast to go. At this point, they haven't introduced a ton of characters that are in later.
No.
So it is a lot of fucking people in this thing. But I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
knew it was decent. I always knew that going into it, but I just never sat down to actually watch it.
It's fun.
But yeah, which is sad because I've seen the Langoliers, I've seen The Shining, I've seen all the other shitty miniseries, and this one, I go,
People lump this in with those, thinking made for TV Stephen King bad.
Yeah,
as far as I go with it, but I'm like, no, this is not Langoliers. Langoliers is fucking awful.
No, Langoliers is terrible. This so far is movie quality. It feels it's a little bit ahead of any other miniseries that they did of Stephen King. Even the new ones.
Yeah,
I would say it's better than the most recent ones. Like I think it's better than Storm of the Century.
Oh, it definitely is better. I like Storm of the Century a lot.
Storm of the Century is fine, but I like this better already. Yeah.
Again, Wings.
Tim Daly.
Tim Daly's in that.
It's true, yeah.
See, cast of Wings, all of them.
I'm gonna have to look that up. We're gonna
might be the lone holdout.
He's got to be in a Stephen King movie somewhere.
I don't know.
I'll look that up. I'll research that. I'll figure out everybody from Wings who's associated with Stephen King. Maybe that was his favorite show.
Maybe I don't know.
I love it. It's great.
All right, so anything else we got to say about this before we get out of here?
I think that's it. I think we're good.
We don't have a plan.
Again, I'm not looking forward to watching the new one.
I'm
definitely. I'm nervous. I don't want to. I think it's gonna be shit. It's gonna be terrible.
Now that I know it's out of order, all my enthusiasm got sucked out. And if you saw that,
I saw it.
No,
it was like Molly Ringwald hearing Kathy Bates get shot.
No,
it's a joke. It's a joke.
Did Tarantino make why?
No.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Oh, I'm Phoenix West, by the way.
Dickette, or Stephen King's Dick.
Go to LIWstudios.com. Check out the other shows. Every Tuesday, we do a couple Twilight Zone episodes live. That's also on youtube.com/Loyalty Wonderland. Wednesdays, we do an anthology episode, some random episode of some random show. And then we do either a John Carpenter, John Frankenheimer, or Nick Cage movie. And
it's a lot on that plate.
Varying success. Some of the Season of the Witch. Fuck you.
I'm still mad about that.
We'll be back for episode 2 of this fine program tomorrow.
All right.
It's called The Dreams. One of the episodes of the new season or new show is called Fear and Loathing in New Vegas.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to break to the guy writing and directing it sucks.
Great.
And Ezra Miller is Matt Freer. It's Trash Man, yeah.
Matt Freer
is Ezra Miller.
Oh God. Okay.
What an awful choice.
I like Ezra Miller.
He's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. That's why I like him.
He's a weirdo. He's a good actor. He's just a weirdo. Yeah, he's an odd one.
He's great in that movie. This is the last thing I'll say, then we'll actually end it. Did you watch that movie, Let's Talk About Kevin?
Oh, yeah. No, he's good in that.
He's good.
Yeah.
But
that's the one thing. The one thing about that movie that always bugged me, though, was the community hates Tilda Swinton so much. But it's like, dude, she lost her daughter and her husband. Like he murdered them too, so you wouldn't have that same reaction. It's like it's kind of out of nowhere. I don't like it. I think it doesn't fit the movie because I don't think a person would slap her in the face because your child murdered my child. But it's like, well, yeah, but he also murdered my daughter, my husband. So it's like I lost two in this. So they would know that. Yeah, they would know right away that, oh, well, she didn't see that one coming. So I guess, yeah. So that's why the guy takes me out of the movie. It's almost a good movie, but that's the one thing that just bugged me about it. And I could never get behind it.
I agree. They
so I'm like,
hard the town hating her. But
yeah.
I did find it interesting that they've had a school shooting movie with a bow and arrow.
That is true. That is very strange. Hawkeye's Columbine.
He comes in, he just like slowly puts those locks in the door.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Quit. Almost like, all right, got to do this. Time for work.
Legolas.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. So long, citizens.
Bye.